Have I seen similar texts and speech like this before? Sadly, yes, I have. I grew up a very long time ago. I grew up in the same community as kids and grandkids to active Swedish Nazis. So yeah, I have heard this type of speech before. Let me show you a little bit an article from a while ago. Hold on here. We're there. This is Birger Furugård, the author of a book. This is a number of years ago. In the eyes of the German Austrian Painter Party, he was the Swedish Führer, also called a Värmland Hitler. Constant contact with primarily Himmler and Göring. Yeah. He was also called Deje Hitler. Deje is where I went to school. Kindergarten and up. With this guy's grandkids. So have I heard this type of speech before that we are going to go through regarding Trooper Proctor? Yeah. That type of speech that we are going to go through with Trooper Proctor should have died in a bunker in 1945. But as revealed through Trooper Proctor, it is alive to this day. And I also want to remind you that the Proctors was Albert's second family. You don't become Michael Proctor without growing up within that type of speech. The Proctors, the McCabe's, the Alberts. Now, is there actual evidence amongst the McCabe's and Alberts regarding this? Of course not. They were very, very careful. But there's still discovery. But we also know that they are very, very good at hiding crap. So don't expect too much of it. What I'm expressing here is my opinion. By the way, it should be good for you, good for my health and everything. To be very, very clear, what I'm stating are opinions based on the documentation and personal experience regarding this type of speech. Now, why am I wearing this? Second Amendment, the United States. Well, I bought this because I couldn't find a First Amendment. But I've said this before on my streams that I want to at one point in time I really want to relocate to the United States, and one of the issues is the lack of free speech over here. And I've told you this before. July last year, it became illegal to insult a government employee. What I've been saying about Trooper Proctor for the past 2.5 years, I would be in prison for here. Because at the time we started talking about this, he was a government employee, a cop. If I identified a cop by name, and believe me, I can, over here, who has said vile things, done vile things, and he or she gets offended, they can charge me for that, and I will go to prison. So regardless of how bad you think it is in the United States, you still have a First and Second Amendment. We don't. So, now, this here is Karen Reed in state court suing the Massachusetts State Police and town of Canton. This here was they were probably notified, the MSP and Canton, a few days ago, before this was filed. And now we know why Sergeant Good chose this time to resign. Why he got the ever-living F out of the force in order to save himself. Reminder, he's still certified. He can technically go to a neighboring county and get a job as a cop. Let's hope they expedite everything that removes the certification from these assholes. Also, a reminder before we go through with this, Yuri Buchanek was Proctor's supervisor. Now, reminder, this is in text with a fellow police officer, what we are about to see. Do you think he was silent about this with cops he trusted, with friends? No. Everything you are about to read with me, what by all accounts was said out loud, near cops, near friends, who agreed with him. And there are some admissions in here that will make your skin crawl about exactly how evil Trooper Proctor is and how his friends agreed with his opinions.